Hello, today I'm going to talk about a really interesting research study titled Growth and Productivity of Carrots Applied to Biostimulant Solution. This study was conducted by Oñal Jr. and colleagues and published in the International Journal of Multidisciplinary Applied Business and Education Research in 2024. Now, you might be wondering, why study carrots? Well, carrots are not just a tasty vegetable. They're packed with beta-carotene, vitamins, and antioxidants that are great for our health. But growing them efficiently is a challenge, especially if farmers want to increase their yields without relying too much on synthetic fertilizers. That's where biostimulants come in. Biostimulants are natural substances or microorganisms that help plants grow stronger, healthier, and more productive. They improve nutrient absorption, plant resistance, and overall crop quality. The big question is, can biostimulants help carrots grow better? That's exactly what this study set out to answer.
The researchers wanted to test whether biostimulants could make carrots grow bigger, healthier, and more productive. They focused on three main questions. Does applying biostimulants improve carrot growth? This included measuring things like stem length, number of leaves, and root development. Does it increase the total harvest? In other words, does it lead to more carrots per hectare? What plant characteristics are linking to a better yield? Do things like longer stems or bigger leaves actually lead to bigger carrots? By answering these questions, the researchers hoped to find a sustainable way to boost carrot farming without relying on harmful chemicals.
This study was conducted at the University of Negros Occidental Recoletos in the Philippines from December 2023 to March 2024. Setup of the experiment. The researchers planted 80 carrot seedlings of the Caneco bonfire variety. The plants were grown in polyethylene bags and placed in a controlled environment. They used a complete randomized design with 4 different treatments. T1, no biostimulant solutions, T2, 10% BSS, T3, 20% BSS, and T4, 30% BFS. How the biostimulants were applied. The biostimulants were applied twice, 15 days after transplanting and 35 days after transplanting. The solution was applied directly at the base of the plant. Watering with control and pest monitoring were done throughout the experiment. What did they measure? The researchers carefully recorded K plants characteristics including number of leaves, stem length, taproot size and weight, total plant biomass, and final yield per hectare. How did they analyze the data? They used statistical software to compare the results. They also used ANOVA to check for significant differences. Finally, Pearson's correlation analysis was used to see if certain characteristics were linked to higher yields.
The results were very interesting because number 1, carrots treated with 30% biostimulant grew the best. This means the longest stems were in the 30% BSS group, measuring 17.79 centimeters. And also the control group had much shorter stems, averaging only 14.75 centimeters. Number 2, taproots were heavier and bigger with biostimulants. This means that carrots in the 30% BSS group had the heaviest taproots. Also, the control group had the lightest taproots of only 16.90 grams, that almost 15% less. And finally, the biggest difference was in the total yield per hectare, where the control group only produced 8,450 kilograms per hectare, and the 30% BSS group nearly doubled this with a yield of 16,000
225 kilograms per hectare. This means that using biostimulants can also double the carrot production, a huge deal for farmers looking to grow more types of food sustainably. And correlations between growth and yield. Plants with longer stems and more leaves tend to have bigger roots and higher yields. This provides that biostimulants not only improve size, but also the overall health of the plant.
So, what can we learn from this? Biostimulants work. They help plants grow faster and develop stronger roots and produce more yield. The best results came from the 30% BSS concentration, which led to bigger carrots and nearly double the harvest. This is a huge step for sustainable farming, as it shows that farmers can increase production naturally without synthetic fertilizers. Interestingly, the length of the taproot didn't change much. Biostimulants mostly boosted biomass and yield, rather than just making longer roots.
If you're a farmer of gardening, using 30% biostimulant solution is a great way to boost carrot production. Future research should focus on how biostimulants affect soil health in the long run. It will be interesting to test this on other crops. Maybe we'll see familiar improvements in tomatoes, potatoes, or refugee greens. This study proves that science can help us grow food in more natural and sustainable way. A big win for both farmers and the environmental.
So to wrap things up, this study shows that biostimulants can significantly improve carrot growth and yield. Using 30% biostimulant solution led to the biggest increase in plant size and harvest. This could be a game changer for farmers, allowing them to grow more food while reducing reliance on artificial fertilizers. And that's it. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.